What's up guys, it's TheHairyGamer here with something a little bit different, but something I'm also hoping to do a fair bit more of in the coming weeks and months while we're back in Melbourne. We're going to do some cooking. I love to cook. You may not know that about me, but I love it. Made some lovely burgers last night. They were delicious, weren't they?
Yeah.
See? So we're going to start by making mayonnaise. So this is a recipe for vegan mayonnaise. All you need, soy milk. Any brand will do, other brands are available. Salt, preferably sea salt. Lemons or apple cider vinegar. The recipe actually calls for apple cider vinegar, but lemons can be substituted, and we have a buttload of lemons. And oil, ideally canola oil I believe, but vegetable oil works just as well. Now, the way we're going to do this, we're using a regular blender. So this is just this is brand new. We bought this the other day. It was very exciting. Okay, so first you want to add about 120 milliliters of the soy milk. I'm very against measuring. I like to just eyeball things, but we do actually have measurements on here. So we're going to get this as close as possible. That's close to 120 mils of soy milk. A little more. Then we need 2 teaspoons of either the apple cider vinegar or the lemon juice, just making sure there are no seeds in here. It's probably 1. And that's probably 2. So about half a good sized lemon, if you don't want to measure it using spoons. Then salt to taste. Just a few little twists. It's hard to add salt to taste before you've made it and can't taste it. And then we're going to put our lid on. Now I know what you're thinking, I've forgotten the oil. I haven't. You need to use it on, you need to get things going before you add the oil. So we're just going to get it going. Now I'm hoping this isn't going to go everywhere because I need to add the oil while it mixes. It doesn't. That's good. So I'm going to do that again. You need 220 mils of the oil. If you're using a regular blender, slowly added while the rest is mixing. We're going to turn it up to high. Okay, so we're going to see how that is and if it needs any longer. How thick is that? Oh, that's thick. That's nice and thick. Have a look at that.
Mmm. Oh.
So before we add it to a jar, I'll get the jar. Now, as I said, this is, oh, it just lifts off. Just lifts off, that's a bit easier. And look at that, it's a bit like a jelly.
Ooh.
Nice and thick, but before we add it, we're going to taste it.
Okay.
To see if it needs any more salt. Just give you a little mix in there to make sure it's not solid. It's a nice consistency for mayonnaise. going to use a different fork for this. By the way, we've got Karen holding the camera in case it wasn't obvious.
Hi, everyone.
Taste this.
Oh, thank you.
Now, obviously it's room temperature, so it's...
Yeah, that'll do. It wasn't what I was expecting it to taste like.
What were you expecting?
I honestly don't know.
And
I can taste the soy milk, but it's pleasant. I would put this on my burger or vegan hot dog or anything.
Huh.
Maybe get a spoon.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea, isn't it?
Oh no, it's dripping.
See, she has to like it. She's just done that. And then you can put this in your fridge, of course. It doesn't have to be, there's no dairy in it. But I think most people are very similar to me and like cold mayonnaise. You could also potentially, I don't have a recipe for it, maybe in the coming weeks, turn this into a tartar sauce or a tartare sauce.
It would go very well as a tartare sauce.
So it's got that little bit of a tang. Now again, this would be very different with the apple cider vinegar. The lemon juice does add something, which clearly is what the apple cider vinegar is meant to do as well. Because this is a new blender, I'm trying not to get the blades all destroyed with the spoon. We're almost all there. So you can see this actually makes a decent amount of mayonnaise. Sorry?
We're going to have, you know, extra burgers and vegan hot dogs and salad sandwiches and things to get through it.
Today for lunch you've got bread rolls.
I do.
With lettuce, any tomato that's left from last night, and bio cheese.
Yeah. So that'll go well with that.
I'm sure it will actually. So just to get this is completely vegan mayonnaise. Veganaise, if you will. We went shopping yesterday and they were sold out of Veganaise. The section for it was completely empty. Just as well, by the way, it was about $7.
Cheaper to make your own.
Very much so. So just going over that again. Good enough? So, do you want to lick the spoon?
Yes, please.
There you go. See, she's come around on it. So just going over it again. 120 mils of soy milk or thereabout, preferably unsweetened soy milk. 2 teaspoons of either apple cider vinegar or lemon juice if you don't have apple cider vinegar. Sea salt to taste. A bit tough when you have to put it in before you taste it. And then you start that going for about 5 seconds and slowly drizzle in 220 mils of oil of your choice. Preferably a flavourless oil. Olive oil leaves a bit of a taste, I believe. So, preferably one that doesn't have any taste at all. Coconut oil would be interesting. I've just had a little bit of a thought about. Then turn the blender up to high. Leave it until it is all thick and creamy. That looks a little bit like yogurt.
It does, doesn't it?
It's not. It is vegan mayonnaise. Chuck it in a jar, because that's what we do in Australia. We just chuck it in things. And put it in the fridge. This lasts for 3 to 5 days. Apparently, I don't think it will last that long. I think it'll get eaten within 1 or 2. But you can keep it in your fridge for 3 to 5 days. So there you go, guys. Veganaise. Very simple to make. So I also just had a little bit of a thought. If you want a little bit of bite in it, you could add some freshly ground black pepper or some cayenne pepper. Or anything really if you want to make this a bit more, with a bit more of a kick rather. You want to make it that little bit spicier. You could probably add virtually anything to it. It feels like it's a very good base sauce. But yeah, sriracha, hot sauces, anything like that could certainly go in here as well to try and give it that little bit of a kick. So yeah, feel free to, if you make this at home, add anything you like to it. Don't have to stick to the recipe strictly. I don't myself, as you probably saw. That's it for me for this first time cooking. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you like to see more cooking? What would you like to see cooked? You name it, we'll try to do it. Leave that in the comment section below. Don't forget, as well as commenting, to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, in the description below is links to all social media, including the store. We've got things for sale now if you want to go and buy t-shirts, bags, anything really. We've got it there, so make sure you check that out as well. But right now, that's it for me, and I'll catch up with you soon.